Hey everybody, welcome to Games in the Wild number 6.
Yeah, nobody has them at garage sales.
Yeah.
Surprised.
This is the original Metal Gear. I don't know if you, it started with Nintendo.
Yep. Nintendo started a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
NES was a whole lot of games for it.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Alright, so you guys might have seen the last little segment on this Games in the Wild, and I showed you some boxed games and stuff. And this is all the stuff I got from that one guy at a garage sale. So, NES Advantage, one of those PlayStation 1 screens, a heap of cables, Game Boy Advance SP, some Nintendo books, stuff like that. A trackball for the PlayStation 1, which is pretty interesting. I've never seen that. Here's one of the boxes of games, just a bunch of NES games, Super Nintendo games. You got some classics, F-Zero, Super Mario All-Stars, Star Fox. Then this thing was pretty cool. I've never seen one of these. It saves like your games for if you're playing like Super Nintendo or Nintendo and stuff that don't have save packs. It'll save your data, which is pretty cool. Then there's like some classic pad, GoldenEye, hockey game, and then there's some more NES games. It's probably easier just to go like this. Yeah, so there's a ton in here. And then there's this box of NES games. A lot of great titles in here. He was a collector also, so he gave me a pretty good deal, knowing that I was a collector as well. And then there's this box. You got some more box games. A couple more Super Nintendo down there. A bunch of the Tengen games. He actually had some of the rare ones too. And then this one, I've never seen this. I'll have to give that a try. Oh, and there's this one too. I don't know what's this one? Skulls and Crossbone. Then he had a sealed copy of the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. That was pretty cool. And then like a mint copy of Final Fantasy VIII. I don't think this one was ever played. All the discs were like perfect. And then there is some boxed games. You can take a look. So yeah, pretty good deal. The guy actually, I gave him my number because he's got more games to sell that he couldn't get to in his garage. So he's probably going to be giving me a call. He said he had like a near complete PlayStation 1 collection that he wanted to get rid of. So hopefully I'll be acquiring that pretty soon. So that's this segment, guys.
So at this thrift store they had a cart full of Atari 2600 games. There was also a Super Nintendo system there. It said it worked, but the price on it was a bit too high. All the games seemed to be really common too. And at this thrift store they had a bunch of Sega Saturn games. They were all a bit expensive and sports titles.
Alright guys, I went back to the next week's garage sale and I went to the same guy's house who I bought all the NES games and the boxed games from. This is what I got this week. Really good deal. A bunch of boxed Sega Genesis games. You can see here some fun games. A bunch of loose games. I'm not going to show all the titles, obviously. Let's move this out of the way. So you can see a ton of loose games. A ton of loose ones there. A lot of good titles, too. And then some more. And then he also had a Model 3 Sega Genesis, which was really cool. There's Kitty. And the last thing that he had was a stack of manuals. And I just had him throw this in. But there was a lot of really good manuals in here, like Iron Hander, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 12. There's a lot of really good PS1 RPGs in here. And a lot of high quality games, some import stuff too. So you can see Castlevania Symphony of the Night. A lot of good stuff in there. So, great deal.
So this is from the next week's garage sales. I found a Game Boy Advance SP with the brighter screen. I paid $2 for it complete in the box. And then I found a Sega Dreamcast. The lady didn't even know what it was, basically, and I offered her $5. She took it complete in box, an awesome find. And a couple PlayStation 1 games, Grand Theft Auto, Asteroids, just some stuff I didn't have. Here's a stack of Prima game guides. Got some really good games there. I saw Phantasy Star back there, Guild Wars, Pokemon, some good stuff. I paid $1 for all of those, I believe. Mega Man 5 is pretty cool. And then I got In the Hunt for the Sega Saturn. It says $5.99 sticker up there. Didn't pay that though. I think I paid $2 or $3. Then I got copies of Windows Vista. You might have heard me talk about that in my Nash Time channel. I installed that on my Mac. I also found a Final Fantasy VII demo disc for the PC, a Gears of War comic book. I'm actually going to start looking into getting more of these because it's pretty cool. Really nice images and it's got a good story to it. It's cool. So I'd recommend if you guys are into Gears, go checking out these comic books. I heard there's a graphic novel also. I want to get into that, but it looks really good. And then here, Lords of Magic for the PC. I think I paid $1 for that. And then this is awesome. I found these Tritons sitting outside at someone's garage sale. There's a sign on their driveway that said free for everything. And I was driving by and my brother's like, oh, look, there's little headphones. And I was like, yeah, I'll go check it out. So I get out and I pretend like there was something important there. And then I turn around and I found these Tritons for free. It was really awesome. And then inside this bag, I walked up. I saw this on their driveway and I didn't think anything of it. But I walked over and opened it. And lo and behold, there was a Game Boy inside with a couple games. And then they have the little screen magnifier, which is pretty cool. Or it brightens the screen, I'm sorry. Because the Game Boy Pockets didn't have a backlit. So it was the yellow Game Boy. It's in really good condition. It's got Donkey Kong. It's got the battery cover. And it's got Donkey Kong Land 2 over there. It worked perfectly. And the lady, I think I bought it for $2, I said, maybe. A really good deal. And a couple games in there too. So there you guys go. This was Games in the Wild number 6. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next video.